Lesson 105, Factoring by Grouping. All right, so if you hear something in the background that sounds like chomping, my dog is chewing on one of his bones and it is extremely loud. And if I make him leave the room, he will just whine and cry and be all sad, and I don't have the heart to do that. So I'm going to let him chomp in the background, and I apologize. Factoring by grouping. So this is a different type of factoring. It's similar to what we did before in the previous lesson, where we took a factor out of a group of terms or an expression, and then we were able to isolate it. In this case, our terms are more distributed than that. So we've got to take them out in groups. So let me show you what I mean. In this illustration, we have this expression, xy plus 3ay plus bx plus 3ba. As you can see, these terms are distributed all through. You know, we have a b with an a and a b with an x, and an a with a y and an x with a y. And we have a 3 with a couple of them, and the 3 is with different terms than the others, right? So what we have to do is kind of isolate some terms and pull out the things that are similar and see if we can find some common ground. So let's start with this first two pair of terms. We can pull out a y out of these, and we end up with x plus 3a, right? Right, now in this pair of terms, b is common to both of them. We can pull b out, and we are left with x plus 3a. Well, look at that. So we have x plus 3a and x plus 3a. So now we can take this y plus b and put them together, because they are both times x plus 3a, and just make them times x plus 3a. And that is how we would factor this group of terms. Now, to check that, if you want to make sure that that's right, we can use the FOIL method and we can distribute. And so let's do that. Let's say y times x, well, that's xy, right? Y times 3a, that's plus 3ay, okay? B times x, that's plus bx, and b times plus 3a is plus 3ba, or 3ab. Now, those are the same terms we started with. So you can see that this works. This does have effectiveness in that you can factor it more succinctly this way. So the hard part, the tricky part, is knowing which terms to group together. So let's work through some problems and get a little practice at figuring out which terms we need to put together in order to factor them. All right, let's do this on this next problem. This is example 105.1. So we have xya minus 4a plus xyb minus 4b. Okay, so we could group these terms like this, right? And then we could pull out the a here, and we're left with xy minus 4. And then we could pull out the b here, and we're left with xy minus 4. And then we end up with a plus b times xy minus 4. Correct? What if we did it a different way? What if we rearranged it and put the 4's together? Okay, so let's say we rewrote it and we said xya plus xy, sorry, it's a y, b minus 4a minus 4b, right? We group these together and we group these together. Okay? Actually, what we want to do when we do that, when we group these together, we want to, I erased my 4. When we have this negative 4a here, we want to put the negative on the 4 and just add these, because then it's so much easier to do this when everything's positive, when you're adding. When you're subtracting, then you have to change the sign of everything. But if we keep the negative sign with the coefficient, we don't have to deal with that. So we can pull xy out of here. So xy times a plus b plus, we can pull a negative 4 out of both of these. So negative 4, that makes that a plus b, because we pulled the negative out, right? Well, look at what we have. We have xy minus 4 plus, or times, sorry, a plus b. Isn't that what we have up here? A plus b, xy minus 4, xy minus 4. It is, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way we group them. What we want to do is look for terms in common or variables in common and group them together, pull them out, and then if you just want to check it, try regrouping them a different way and see if you get the same result. And if you do, then you know you're right. Okay? Let's move on to 105.2. And we won't do it both ways this time. We'll just go ahead and do it one way. 105.2. And we're asked to factor this expression here. All right, so let's group these two in the front, and we'll group these two in the back. We can pull out our a, and we're left with c plus 2d. And we could pull 2 out, and we can also pull a b out, can't we? So we could pull 2b out, and that leaves us with a c plus, and then 4 divided by 2 is 2, and we got rid of the b, and that's d. So c plus 2d is what we have for both of these. So a plus 2b, c plus 2d is the factoring for this expression. All right? I hope everybody is following that and everybody got that result, because that is the last example for this lesson. That is all I have for lesson 105. If you have any questions, contact me. I'll walk you through it and see if I can help you more. And I will see you in lesson 106.